everyone, welcome back to another video for Panda Boo Designs. My name is Brenda Kay and I am the owner of Panda Boo Designs Planner Shop on Etsy. Today I'm going to show you guys my March planner setup. I've changed my system. I wasn't going to for the entirety of Lent. I was going to stick with the one system, but my mom is going into surgery tomorrow for breast cancer, and my sisters and I were talking about, making sure that she's taken care of and everything after surgery, because my stepdad has to work and whatnot. And anyway, I was thinking about it, and the system I was using, I could not organize it well enough for what's coming in the next few weeks. We won't know until tomorrow after surgery if she's going to have treatment after this or not. Plus, a friend of mine is giving birth to my very first god baby, so like within the same time frame. She's due Easter Sunday, so I've just got a lot, and I need to be able to keep everything in one place as much as possible, and keep everything organized and separated by dividers, and the other one just isn't working for this period of life. So I decided to go back to rings. I went out Saturday morning. It was 50% off at my local Goodwill. I got this particular binder for like $1.50, I think. It is a Franklin binder. It is a leather binder. It's super soft. It's an open binder, so I do have a Erin Condren strap on it, and I haven't cleaned it yet, so I still have some of the sticky on it. That's probably just gonna have to wait until after tomorrow. So what I have done, it is a nice thick, chunky, this is a classic size binder, and it has enormous rings, same size rings actually that came in my quadrant, my blue one. So really good size. They are removable, which is nice. So I could change the size of the rings if I wanted, but I have fit a lot in here, and this planner currently pretty much houses my entire life. I do also have my passion planner that is a part of this system, so I can kind of show you guys that in a minute. I'll show you a little bit of that in a minute. So I'm just going to do a flip through here. I'm going to try to keep this not too long. It's already kind of late, and I need to get to bed because tomorrow I have to take Ian for his, every 2 years, because he's a cancer survivor, he has to go for an EKG to check his heart because of one of the medications he took. So tomorrow morning we have that, and then tomorrow afternoon is my mom's surgery. So it's a busy day. So this binder does not have a lot of pockets, which is the only thing I'm just like, I don't know, because there's not a lot of pockets in it, and I like having pockets. It did come with this multi-slot card holder, which is kind of nice. So I have all of my cards in here currently because I like having my planner be my wallet and carry it, have it be my life. And in here I have all my cards, which I have sticky notes and things to cover stuff up. And it has a pocket here, so I slipped all my Korean diary stickers in there, which is really nice. And in the back I just have like some cash and gift cards and things like that. On the front here I have page flags and post-it tabs, and then these are Michael's Recollections tabs. Friction highlighter, I did put my pen back in here. Usually I have my Pilot Precise V5 pen in here. These are all my Erin Condren stickers here, which I like to use. So let me flip the page, and my dashboard, which I was originally using in my quadrant when I had my rings in it. So it just has my word of the year, and then I stuck on a T tag. It says your potential self is infinite, and on the back of that I just have some note paper and a sticky pad or sticky pocket from the Target Dollar Spot on here that don't know what I'm going to put in it, but I had stuck it there, so I'm just going to leave it. Then I have this photo pocket, which I still need to make take some pictures and make the pocket, I cannot talk. Decorate some papers and put the pictures on them and stick them in here for like a little photo dashboard of my family. That may be something I take to the hospital with me tomorrow afternoon to do. I have some blank note pages. I'm going to take all of the inspirational stuff I had put in my other journal that I was using, the bullet journal, and transfer it onto here. So I just have those in there until I do that. I made my dividers. They are tabless, so they're a little bit longer than my pages to act as the tabs, but don't have like their own tabs on them. Which I kind of like. It gives a nice clean edge to the book. And if I want to later, I can add tabs. It's kind of why I have these in here. So if I decide I want the tabs, I can put them on there. Anyway, so this first section is my like to-do list section. This is where I'll have cleaning schedules and anything else, project lists, those kinds of things. Most of the inserts are from Motherhood Press, and I will try to remember to have her linked down below to her shop. She has her daybook is actually, if you purchase the daybook in a printed format, it comes disc bound, but I got the printable packet, like add-on packet, and that's where these come from, and I just cut them and punch them for my rings. And then I have just some dot grid pages in the back of that, and then this one is my meal plan, also from Motherhood Press. So the front is your menu, and on the back is your shopping list. They're very nice and clean, so I really like that there's not a lot of fuss there what they are, and they're pretty with the little roses she puts on there. And then again, I have some dot grid for, I put down some menu plan ideas, like breakfast, lunch, and dinner ideas, snack ideas, those kinds of things. This next one is going to be my family section. Again, dot grid, kind of keeping with the bullet journal idea, but very much segmented to kind of help me stay focused. So this is where I'll have information for each of the kids, shopping lists for them, clothing needs, book lists, those kinds of things, anything pertaining to the family, party planning, that kind of stuff will go in there. This next one is going to be budget, so I can keep a running budget list. Again, it's just dot grid paper. I don't need fancy budgeting sheets. They don't really work for my situation right now with all the different categories. So I have very specific way I'm going to be doing my budgeting. So blank pages, dot grid that I can easily customize are the best for that. And then this next section is my notebook section. So I have a front page where I can do a table of contents list, and then I have these note pages from Motherhood Press that I can label, and these can be lists for like wish lists for planner wish list, or anything listing books I want to read, movies I want to see, TV shows to watch, those kinds of things can go here. And then I have, again, dot grid pages. I'm also going to keep important contacts in here, directions to places that I go not regularly enough to always remember where they're at. So if I at least put like the name of the place and the crossroads, things like that can go in there. And then this is my personal development section. These are pages from the Metaphysician's Day Planner. These are all the front pages, so I have archangels and then the element sign that they're associated with and things like that, and just a bunch of different information and inspiration, and I find it interesting to track the phases of the moon and the phases of the sun and different astrological signs and how they affect people. emotionally, and how, you know, the moon in a certain part of the sky, and it affects people. It's really interesting to me, and this is a way to track that. My sister and I are both using this, and it's also, you know, good like goal setting. There's some goal setting pages in here, and so I set some goals for the year, and then breaking them down. So that's in there for personal development. I want to add some more. I think I'm going to add some more note pages in here just for, you know, taking notes and things. And then this is my personal planning section. So again, I have from Motherhood Press. This is another add-on you can get. This is the weekly planner. Very simple, but has place so I could put appointments, and then track exercise and supplements, and then like project notes, looking ahead, these kind, you know, those kinds of things. I might use this for family planning. This might also just be for like personal care planning, just kind of more the way I'm leaning with this view. I still need to get a monthly view for potentially. I have a couple of different ideas, like its own monthly view for personal and family planning. But I also have something else I'll show you guys in a minute back here. So I may not need to do that. I may just stick with the weekly plan as my personal care. And then I have daily pages also from Motherhood Press, which give me the daily schedule from 5 a.m. to 11, which is about what my days run. I usually try to be up, like to be up between 5 and 6. And then I usually don't go to bed till 11. So it's good that I have all this space. I can plan the day out. Anything that comes up for that specific day, I can, you know, I need to do. Make a note what's for supper. Track my water, which I've really been bad about drinking my water, so I need the water tracker. I have a place here for notes and journaling, and then for my prayer intentions for the day. And then in the back here is kind of, even though it's in the back, it's kind of the engine of the whole thing. I bought this particular file a while ago, and probably 6 months ago. It's undated, which is nice. It is monthly and weekly planning, but there's no date, so you can just keep printing it out. But it's the She Boss Planner from Little Cheeky Papery, and I just really was impressed with the way it's laid out. I can't remember who I saw had it, but the front matters, so it has your dashboard, and then it has personal information, so you have a place for your name and address, emergency contact, and then other important information, address. Then a place where you can set some goals, your celebrations planner, and then you get into the monthly. So I just started from March because obviously January, February have passed. So you get a dashboard page in the front to keep notes on. Then you have a place where you can break down. You choose 3 goals or 3 aspects of your goals that you set, and break that down. Here you have your objectives, things to not forget, important dates, and people to connect with, over here on this little flap. And then you open it up, and it gives you your weeks to do for your blog and your business. You have your monthly view here, again undated, so I need to go through and date it all. You have a little place for notes, and then you have a master task list for the month. And I like how it can be, you know, you have blog, which for me would I want to start a blog, but for now it's YouTube. Things to do for my business, so for Etsy, and as I'm getting my massage business off the ground. And then I have a place to keep appointments. And then you go into the weekly view, so you have your same list is for the month, but you break it down. Your objectives, do not forget, important dates, connect with. You have a master task list for the week, blog maintenance list, business maintenance list. Over here is a meal planner. I'm going to use this for any food preps I need to do as a reminder to myself. Okay, so you know we're going to have hamburger tonight for dinner, so I need to make sure I set that out in the morning, so I'll write that in there. There's a task and habit tracker, a notes section, a grocery shopping list, a budget and a total spent down at the bottom. I don't know if I'll need this. This may just be a general shopping list, like things I need to get for the business. This has extra holes in it because I punched it in. And then you open it up and you have your weekly view, a Monday through Sunday week. You have a place for tasks, events, and appointments, your home or chores, things you need to do for home, family to-dos or family focus, blog tasks, and business tasks. And under blog, it has what your post is, and if you shared it, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, and Facebook. And I thought that would be a really good place to do just straight social media. So yeah, and it goes through same thing every week. And then when you get to the end of your month, you have a month in review. So you have this month's highlights, accomplishments, goals met, oh so goods, not so goods, and next month's focus. So that is, I have March, April, and May. So I have the next season of the year done, and I'll probably go ahead and print the rest of the year if this works really well. At least for now, it gives me a good solid 3-month focus, as I, things we're figuring things out and getting things squared away and all that. So that is how I have this set up. It is big, it is bulky, it is rather heavy, but for now I need the space, and I really like this size. I like this footprint. It's very similar to my quadrant as far as footprint goes. In fact, I think it's a little bit taller, but that's really the only difference. The width is about the same. The spine, the rings are the same size. Of course, this doesn't have the rings in it. It has my notebooks in it, but yeah, I really like the way I have this set up at the moment. So things may change a little bit here or there as I go along, and something works or I need to add something to it. I might change out the card holder. I have one, I just couldn't find it, that is full page size, so I can put one card in each slot instead of multiple, so it'll help a little bit with the bulk. But other than that, that is the planner I'll be carrying around with me everywhere. The other thing I'm carrying, I have been, it's been in my bag, is my passion planner. And this is totally just, like it says, passion planning. This is goal setting. This is getting those tasks done. I have gone through and done my passion roadmap. So the first thing I decided to focus on was getting my licensing done. So that's my 3-month goal, one of my 3-month goals. And in that will also, I'm going to do a passion plan for each of my 3-month goals. I did 3-month, 1-year, 3-year, and lifetime of basically the same goal, just like bigger as it goes. So 3 months, lose 40 pounds, pay my monthly living expenses, and become a licensed massage therapist. And then at 1 year, I want to hike Humphreys, which is in Flagstaff, bring home $60,000, establish therapist and teacher in a year. In 3 years, I want to hike the Grand Canyon, specifically Havasupai Falls. I'd like to do that. Be debt-free and start saving for a house, and establish the first phase of my self-care center. And then lifetime, so in my entire life, I'd like to hike, there's I can't think of the name right now, but there is a pilgrimage there's a movie called The Way. I want to go hike that. I can't remember the name of it right now. Leave a debt-free legacy for my future generations and establish 5 to 10 self-care centers. So I broke down the first one and all the steps, and then I took those, and with the due dates I went and put post-it notes throughout my planner of when these things needed to be completed. So there I need to have my therapy space done, ready to go, my personal therapy space, start working on through the Soothe app, hoping to be licensed by the end of April. That depends on when the licensing, like how that works, and I'm not sure how course, but complete graduation requirements by the end of March. So I have it all broken down in post-it notes throughout. Like this week, there's a lot. This next week, there's a lot. This actually, oh no, sorry, because I'm changing the dates on this, I'm confused. So by the end of March, I have a lot that last week of March to do, but, so what I've done is I'm changing the dates in my planner, because I didn't want to have any wasted dates. So here is February. I just stuck a sticker, I don't know if you guys can see this, to cover the date. I used Erin Condren dots to redate it, and covered up all the extra dates. So that is what I am doing for each month. I think I have through April done. Yeah. Change the dates on it. And then for the weeks, I am just using leftover stickers right now to change the weeks. I've just kind of been playing around with it. So this was this last week where I actually kind of fully used it, but this is definitely, yeah, you know, breaking down those big goals into smaller workable things, and to also lay out my entire week so I can see what my schedule is going to be. So when I get to the dailies in my personal planner, then it's easier for me to break down my days. And I've also, like worked lists in here and stuff. But then in the back, in the notes, I broke down what broke down my way where I got to $60,000 for this first year, and that's over all streams of revenue. So that's my Etsy shop, that's working as a massage therapist, and teaching, because I'm doing a Skillshare class, starting to teach on Skillshare, and also want to hold private teaching classes. That is, if my YouTube channel gets to, when my YouTube channel gets to monetization, that'll be from YouTube. So it's across all possible platforms. I want to start a blog, like all possible platforms. My first year, I really would like to bring home, my goal is to bring home 60,000. And I have it broken down on what that would look like. Obviously I don't make this right now, but that is what it would look like, and how much I need to make an hour, how much I need to make per day, how many sessions that would be, so how many sales I need to have on Etsy per day. So there's that. And then on the grid pages, I have, it says, how do you eat an elephant? That's a question my mom asked me when I called her. I was like, I'm freaking out on how much money I need to make this year. And she's like, well, how do you eat an elephant? So I took that and I made a page, and each one of these squares is $40, which is how much I need to make an hour. So each one of these squares is a working hour. And then I color them in when I've reached that monetary goal. And then here, I have the baby steps from Dave Ramsey, which is what I'm using as my focus to get out of debt and to kind of change my financial life a bit, a lot actually. And so someone had shared a graphic in one of the groups I'm in that took each step and broke it down into little steps in between, which really works for me. I need like little things. So I'm right now in not even baby step 1 right now. I'm just in the very beginning phases of this. And then I started working up some different scenarios for budgeting, like budgeting percentages, because my income will be varied, so percentages are really good to work with for me. And yeah, that's it. So that is how I am planning in the light of all of the craziness that is coming down the pike over the next couple months. So I know I said I wasn't going to switch systems. I really tried not to, because I do like the other system. So I don't know how I'm going, what I'm going to do with this. Because I like this, but I just didn't use it because it just didn't work. So, yeah, I don't know how I'm going to use those books now, but something will come to me. I'll get a brainstorm, but there is what I'm using for now. So, any good thoughts and prayers, good energy you guys can send my way tomorrow for my mom would be fabulous if you wouldn't mind. And yeah, I think I'm going to go and attempt to sleep, and I will talk to you all later in my next video. Hope you have a fabulous week.